If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Here's Joshua Carty ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
3rd and long. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Olave is the motion man. A 1st down throw for Jackson. A gain there of 13 yards.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. They put Wilson in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And the Ravens are going to be set up. First and goal. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 and just enough to move the chains. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. From the gun, Jackson. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Play action now. Jackson. Now he takes off.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
They're at the 4, looking to get the game's first points. Here's third and goal. They put Wilson in motion. He pulls it in around the 5. And he can only salvage a couple there. Down to the 3. And now it's fourth and goal. Back to throw, Jackson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
Just think back to a few plays ago, like this offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge fourth down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
First carry here for Kyron Williams. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. They'll come up here on second down and 5. He'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Very close to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And he will go all the way. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. his first touchdown of the new campaign. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Here's Carty now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Olave is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
Off the play fake, Jackson. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
It was clear from the jump, Mike, that he wanted to take a shot downfield, bought himself a little extra time by moving the launch point. Ball just kind of sailed on him a little bit and ends up falling harmlessly out of bounds.
On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Third and long for Jackson. That deep for Olave. Oh, he thought he had a man across the field, but it's intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going up top. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there. Defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. On the carry, it's Williams. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third and 9. He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
That's deep for Olave. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. Third down coming up. Jackson looking to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And then left side, it's caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. His throw left side is complete. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
And he's in. Blake Corum. Touchdown, Rams. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Second down, Jackson. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Kyle Hamilton, the former Notre Dame star, able to make the play. Second and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Throw right side to Olave.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Running is Mitchell. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. Now, Jackson. The open man is Wilson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Jackson now on second down. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On third down, here's Mitchell. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass. But give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
A first down throw for Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. On third down, Jackson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and to also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, You have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
They will get away from that one. They're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man running with him, and they connect. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this.
Real quick.
A run here with Mitchell. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Raiders.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open man downfield. It's Rice. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Jackson now. The throw on the run is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Off the play fake, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Now it is 1st and goal. Again, it's Jackson. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. this looks like a design run. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
I like the first down call, Mike. You're trying to take advantage of a defense that might be selling out, expecting run, but to no avail. Then you change it up and go on the ground for nothing. Brings up 3rd down. This is a tricky situation for any play call.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And this time, he's in. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Unloads downfield looking for Nakua. That's caught! And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, LA. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Mitchell. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Here comes 2nd down. Now Jackson. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Jackson, he's going to try it here again. He's got it! And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Oh, but this is going to backfire on them. It is intercepted. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Room to run at the 35. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. So it's a win here for the Rams. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.